everyone, my name is Angela Hockman and welcome to In the Kitchen on STL TV. Now today we have a very special guest. We have got sous chef Kimberly Worshim from Gourmet Sous. It is a restaurant, it's a catering venue. What don't they do? They're an amazing urban soul fusion cuisine restaurant located right downtown on Del Mar. Kimberly, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. I heard there was going to be possibly Peach Cobbler involved, so I was stoked.
I'm excited to have you help me this morning.
Okay, yeah, put me to work, please.
Okay, so this morning we have a peach cobbler. We're going to make homemade peach cobbler. Okay, so we already have our peaches cooking here.
Okay.
So I'll just give those a quick stir, and I'll have you go ahead and get ready to add all those ingredients. We have everything measured out for you. So here's
this is kind of what everything you need in life, right?
Everything you need in life.
Vanilla,
we could have
cinnamon.
a little bit more sugar if in life, but
always.
that's all we have for now. Okay. But we have our white sugar, our brown sugar, butter. We have nutmeg, vanilla, cinnamon, and some cornstarch for the end to wrap it all up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can go ahead and get started by having you go ahead and add that butter. That's about a stick of butter.
Just about a stick.
Just
a little innocent
about
stick.
a
The whole
stick.
thing's
You can just add the whole thing.
There we go.
And we'll go ahead and get that started melting
Let that melt.
And then we can have you add just a little bit over half of that nutmeg.
Okay, you got it. So just a little bit over half. And is there any rhyme or reason to the order of these ingredients?
There's no order at all.
Okay,
there's
you
no
know
order
what
at
you're
all.
working with, put it in as one.
Put it in as one.
Great.
So I'm a fan of nutmeg. So I'm generally a little heavier with the nutmeg than I am with any other ingredients. So you can just add a little bit over half of that cinnamon.
Got it. Okay, nothing like some good fresh cinnamon. And this is something, I love cinnamon. You don't necessarily need it all in the fall.
Right.
This is like an all-year situation.
All-year situation, but it tastes better in the fall, I believe.
Agreed.
Okay, go ahead and add all of that vanilla.
Okay. Yum, yum, yum. And we just got, these peaches have been simmering on the stove for a bit as we slowly add these other ingredients.
So, peaches, they're already ready. They've already been sitting in that juice. And actually, we're using canned peaches today.
Okay.
We are in the midst of peach season.
And peach season is typically in the summertime, from what I recall.
That's correct. So you can go over to Eckers and pick your own peaches.
Yes.
Or you can, get them from your local grocery store. But, this is always easier and more simpler to use the can.
Sometimes convenience is everything,
It's
and if it tastes the same, you're not sacrificing anything.
It's everything. Okay, go ahead and add your brown sugar. We're going to add a little bit more than half of that.
A little bit more than half. Okay.
That's good.
There we go.
All right. Then you can add all that white sugar.
Ooh,
if you're on a diet, I don't recommend it.
Or just don't watch the segment if you're on a diet.
That's correct.
But trust us, it's going to make it all the sweeter and all the more delicious.
Turn that around.
And Kimberly, as a sous chef at the restaurant, is this a recipe that you perhaps put your own twist on? Did you completely develop your version of this?
Well, actually, it's actually a traditional soul food dessert, peach cobbler. Usually you get that with your good soul food Sunday dinner. But like I said, everybody has their own spin on most soul food dishes. Like I said before, I'm a little bit of a fan of nutmeg. So, Thanksgiving time, my sister and I, we argue over the dressing because she likes poultry and I like sage.
You gotta balance, right?
Right. So that way we end up with 2 or 3 different versions.
I'm listening, but I'm also really taking in this smell.
Right.
And okay, so we're gonna let this simmer for a bit.
Let that simmer.
And you mentioned something interesting, Kimberly, that you put an artistic twist on your ingredients, and I'm sorry, on all of your menu items.
On all of our menu items, there's a little bit something different that we do that I don't think a lot of other restaurants do or people use in their everyday soul food recipes.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm sorry I can't tell you unless you sign a document.
Sure, I will sign an NDA and you tell me what the wonderful secret ingredients are.
Okay.
Totally get it, I respect that. I won't ask any more unless you want to share.
Yeah, but we do. we try and take a little spin. We're always looking for new ideas, up and coming chefs. Sometimes we see a chef do a certain recipe and you say, oh, wow, well that gives us some inspiration to how can I spin that, so to make it our own.
And something that is just really obvious on the website and on all of your social media is the artistic element.
Right.
So you add common ingredients with unique artistic, special ingredients.
Right.
And that artwork also literally goes outside of the restaurant.
Goes outside of the building.
A gorgeous mural outside.
Yeah,
You've got local artists that have put up their amazing artwork inside the restaurant too.
Inside and out. And we also like to cater to up-and-coming cooks.
Sure.
People who do desserts. Sometimes we feature those. Okay. We have a lady who features her homemade lemonades, and they are actually a big hit. So if you want to try some lemonade, you can have to come down to Gourmet Soul and try some.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
Right.
So, Kimberly, we're gonna let this simmer for just a minute. We're gonna let all those wonderful ingredients marinate in the peaches. We are gonna come back in just a moment and finish up this delicious dish. So we will be right back with Kimberly from Gourmet Soul.
All right.
Oh, it smells so good.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to In the Kitchen. Beside me, I've got Kimberly Worshim from Gourmet Soul, who has given me the scoop on making some delightful peach cobbler. So, Kimberly, where are we at in the process here? It smells amazing.
Right, we're nearing the end. So we have our peaches simmering and our sugars are melted, our butter is melted. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and have you sprinkle in some of that cornstarch. Now, what that cornstarch does is it serves as a thickener.
Yes, I have
so
heard.
So that as the cobbler cooks, it helps to thicken the sauce.
Oh. Okay, we are getting it in there. The thickening agent is hard at work, I can tell.
Yes, it is. So once it cooks in the oven, it'll definitely thicken up
You also get a facial, so it's kind of a twofer.
Exactly, exactly. If you get too close, you'll get a facial.
So as we're stirring this, Kimberly, tell me a little bit more about the restaurant and how it's already on the map, because I believe you've had a celebrity or two pop in.
Yeah, we have. Well, actually, we've been around since 2015.
Yeah.
And like I said, we started as just doing catering and had some local contracts that we would do and to keep ourselves going. And it seems we had a lot of people knocking on the door.
Yeah, what a great testament to your talent.
We had a lot of people knocking on the door, so we started a takeout.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we started takeout, and then we started letting others dine in, and just over the years, you've just gotten bigger and bigger, just more and more people. And now we're at a point where we want to start expanding and focusing more on the gourmet side of the soul, you know, and
that's what makes this so different than just regular soul food.
Exactly.
It's got your own twist, your own ingredients. You and Chef Lavinia are just, it sounds like you're putting your whole passion into what you do.
Every day.
That's
always
obvious.
Always looking for something and always willing to help somebody else try to come up, because it was hard, you know, to get where we are today.
So can you dish with me here? Who's popped in? What celebrities? Give me an A-lister.
Well, we've had, you know, every year the Kojic comes to Missouri, to St. Louis.
Yeah.
And we've had the Clark sisters come in.
Oh, cool.
And we do a lot of, like the Kojic, once they're done with church, they come down. So we serve those people every year. We've also had the first vice president, female vice president.
Excuse me.
And the first husband drop in.
What? What did they order?
they ordered chicken wings and fish
Yum!
and some yams and dressing.
Peach Cobbler, I
Right.
hope.
And most recently, we've had Mr. Anthony Hamilton.
I saw that on your Instagram and I
Yes.
almost fell out of my chair.
Yes, we
What
had
was that
Mr.
like?
He was wonderful.
Good.
He was really a down-to-earth guy, and he really enjoyed himself, and we enjoyed having him.
So
Yeah.
Kimberly, talk for a minute about how the restaurant has sort of shifted during the pandemic.
You know, quite honestly, the restaurant has thrived through the pandemic.
Oh, that's amazing.
We've done really well. We were able to keep the doors open and, you know, just serve. We were only doing takeout then.
Gotcha.
And actually, we're still doing takeout now. We've not opened the doors because we've kind of updated. We're trying to get some new renovations done.
It's gorgeous already, so I
Right.
can only imagine once it's finished what it'll look like.
Right. So, yeah, actually, like I said, we've done quite well during the pandemic, and we're blessed.
wonderful.
We're blessed
Very,
because
yes.
a lot of people had to close their doors.
It has been a very tough time for a restaurant,
Right.
so that says so much about the mission at
Yes.
Gourmet Soul, about how you've really surpassed what
Right.
you maybe thought you might do during a really
Right.
tough
Well,
time.
we're really thankful for the public, you know, for coming out.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
So I'm gonna guess that this is near finished.
So you can actually go ahead and turn that off right
Okay.
here on the stove. Turn that to off. And at this point, so let me give you one secret.
Okay, I love secrets.
People love the crust.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most important part, okay? So we have cooked 2 pie crusts. So what we're gonna do is put one on the bottom, and then we'll have you go ahead and scoop some of those peaches in.
Okay.
Be careful because it's hot.
Okay, and it is okay to use a slotted spoon like I'm
Right.
using because we will pour over all the excess liquid.
Right.
So we're making like a double-decker
Right.
cobbler.
Right.
Oh my gosh. This smells absolutely
Yeah,
amazing.
spread those out for me.
Okie
Yeah,
dokie.
spread those out real good to
Cover
all
up the crust,
Yep.
nothing to see here.
Okay,
So
yeah.
what would you pair this with?
So that's enough. We're gonna just leave that
Okay.
amount, and then what we can do here, we can maybe pour a little juice. I'll do that because I
Okay.
don't want you to burn yourself.
Adult supervision here in
Yes,
the kitchen.
yes. See that boiling? That's hot.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, we're gonna just pour
Looks
some of that
amazing.
juice in there. Okay.
So what
that
would be, if
down.
someone ordered this for dessert, what would they possibly have for dinner? To just make it a full meal.
Actually, peach cobbler is really a meal in itself, a dessert in itself, but you can definitely top it with some whipped cream or your favorite vanilla bean ice. Yes,
cream.
a vanilla bean ice cream.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just put that down. It doesn't have to be pretty because nobody's gonna see that.
And I think the more crumbly, like it's real.
It's-
Nobody wants a perfect peach cobbler.
There's gonna be the crust in the middle. Okay.
Oh my
Wash your hands.
goodness, that's amazing. This smells so
And
good.
then we'll go ahead and we'll spoon some more peaches on top.
My goodness. So Kimberly, it's really wonderful to hear how great the restaurant is doing. Can you share anything that's maybe on the forefront for Gourmet Soul in the months to come?
Actually, there is, we're possibly going to open up an event space upstairs. And that will
Really?
probably be, you know, it's geared more toward weddings, catering, large
Sure.
catering events, parties, things of that nature. We've already had some functions up there, actually. It's quite a beautiful space.
I bet. And you're in such a fun, vibrant, robust part of town.
Yes.
You're right on, basically on Del Mar, around the corner from the City Museum. So like so much energy and creativity in just a few blocks.
Yes. It's really a beautiful space, and also she's looking to expand to some other neighborhoods. I'll save that for her big announcement.
Yes.
If you follow her on Instagram,
Absolutely.
or Facebook. You can, and also on the website, you can see up and coming. You can get your daily specials. We have weekly specials.
Oh, I'm on that website, and I went on the website hungry, which I don't recommend when you're not open.
Let me pour a little bit more of this liquid.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's finish
so you
it
can
off
get.
with the liquid.
We have weekly specials. Pour a little bit more of that
Oh.
liquid, just a little bit more.
This is a loaded peach cobbler if I
is.
ever saw one.
All right, yeah, we can get that out of the
Holy
way.
moly.
Okay. Then we're gonna take these 2 pie crusts.
Okay.
All right. I told you people like crust, right?
Oh yeah, people do not mess around with their
That's the
crust.
best part.
Cover it up,
So we're
nothing
gonna-
to see here.
All right, we're gonna just cover that up.
And I believe we're gonna check
And I
out the
don't-
finished product in a minute.
Yeah, we don't have a knife, so what we're gonna do is generally we can just take these pieces if they were just just
Okay,
cut
yeah.
the pieces, and
Cover
we
it
can just
up.
you can just make a little lattice, like a
Oh,
little lattice
cute,
across
yeah.
the top. It's actually just to add the crust.
Got it,
Just to
okay.
add the crust. So we're just gonna tear that just for TV. Pretend these are straight.
I think the more imperfect, the better they are. It's
Yeah.
realistic. We're all human. You're doing amazing. It smells good.
You can pretend these are fake.
Is it almost time to take one out of the oven, maybe?
Yes, ma'am. I think we're ready.
My favorite part of the show is when we get to jump in and try what we just made.
Let's sit that over there.
Okay,
If I have
gotcha, no problem.
And we'll get this one out of the way.
Ooh, nothing to see here, but we are going to jump into the finished peach cobbler product.
We ready?
Can't wait, let's do it, Kimberly, bring it
Alright,
on.
let's get that out of here.
Oh my goodness.
All right, that's still bubbling hot now.
Ooh. So at the restaurant, is it served with whipped cream or ice cream? or-
No, it's not served with whipped cream. It's not served with any thing.
You probably don't need anything. I mean, these flavors
Well,
speak for themselves.
When we're open back up, then we may be able to offer
Oh, sure.
some ice cream or some chantilly cream on top.
Ooh.
But right now, everything is to go, so we just package it to go. But if you're at home and you just cook one of these amazing peach cobblers, you can add whatever side you like, some ice cream.
That sounds so good.
Some
and
whipped
we've tossed the
cream.
ingredients on the screen. So if someone is feeling so up for a challenge and you want to make this peach cobbler at home, make it, tag Gourmet Soul in it. In the meantime, you can stop by, you can pick this up among many other delicious items.
That's correct.
Kimberly, I have to ask, what is your favorite item on the menu? Excluding this.
Excluding the peach cobbler, it has to be the, that's a hard one. I'm gonna go with the lamb chops and the macaroni.
Lamb chops and macaroni. Okay,
Right,
well
those
now
are
my
two-
stomach is officially
Those are my
growling.
two favorites, right?
Kimberly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we are thrilled to have you in our kitchen, and there is this and so much more on the menu. Make sure you check out Gourmet Soul. They are at 1620 Del Mar. All the good updates are going to be on social media and on their website. But that is going to do it for this episode of In the Kitchen. I'm Angela Hockman. Thank you so much for joining me and checking out what's new and hot and exciting on the St. Louis restaurant scene. We will see you next time.